Welcome everyone, That Sexy Nerd is back again. And we're watching Pirates of the Caribbean 4 for Nostalgia Critic. So, again, I've never seen this damn movie. Would totally love to have watched it, but, I could never be bothered. I watched a couple of scenes. I know there are mermaids in this movie. That's pretty much all I know. But as far as what I've heard, it just the only reason why I didn't watch it because it seemed like the worst of the bunch. And I don't care what y'all say, this is the worst one. And I bet you Doug will, that's what I'm saying. I'm really hoping that he was actually, really, really serious there. And actually didn't watch the movies. I think he made reviews on them though. So hey, maybe he'll change his mind and say that this is the worst one. So that's all I got to say about this one because I've never seen it before. But let me know in the comments if you want me to watch the movie for real, to do a reaction to it. Because I'm sure I'm still not going to remember anything after this movie. So please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content. And subscribe if you think I deserve it. And let's do this thing, y'all.
Though at World's End did well, it still made less money than its predecessor, Dead Man's Chest.
Really?
It did still make money, though. Okay. So, 4 years later, despite the films being called a trilogy, meaning stopping at 3, Disney does what it does best, takes something that made money and squeeze even more money out of it.
Yeah.
And brother does it.
You forgot Ariel's Beginning. You forgot, what is it? Yeah. Little Mermaid 3, Ariel's Beginning, or I don't even know if it's the third movie, but it's there. Or is it a prequel? Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, God. The Little Mermaid. But speaking of which, I have to watch that trailer, so let me know in the comments if you want me to review the trailer for Little Mermaid, because I would love to watch that trailer for you guys.
It exists.
See?
Give it World's End credit, it may be the worst of the movies, but I do remember it. I was actually kind of astonished how little impact on Stranger Tides left on me. The funny thing is, this is the first film to get rid of characters that many consider dead weight, like Will and Elizabeth. Yet somehow attached even heavier dead weight with the people in this. Yeah, I really thought just focusing on Jack Sparrow finding treasure would make this more fun, but not only do they still add incredibly complicated story threads, but almost nothing about the film stands out. I guess it is shorter than the last one, clocking in at 2 hours and 15 minutes. Yikes, that's like a Pixar short compared to At World's End. But what difference does it make if you forget you even watched the movie? Well, we're gonna take a closer look and see where it all capsized. This is... I already forgot. On Stranger Tides, thank you.
Nah.
Boy, they laid on the budget cuts after the last one. Look at the Black Pearl. Screw that! Look at the mermaids! This man says he found the ship originally searching for the Fountain of Youth and brought back Dad's Grail diary on it.
The Fountain of Youth.
That guy's a liar. Now, if you want the real Fountain of Youth, I know a guy who's been there.
Yeah.
Cut to London, where apparently Jack Sparrow is captured and about to be executed.
Hurry, Papa! We missed the hanging!
Not a hanging, dear. It's a trial. Hanging comes this afternoon.
Ah, trial by Twitter. Nah, I'm just kidding. They never give a trial. Jack once again has a great intro as we think he's the one that's on trial when in fact it's Gibbs.
Sparrow is not my name. My name is Joshua Gibbs.
Is that so? This is Jack Sparrow here.
Ah, when Santa Christ got drunk and dressed like Will Ferrell from Zoolander. That was a fun Thanksgiving. He gets Gibbs off the hook and says he needs him to find the Fountain of Youth with the map he has.
I thought you were employed elsewhere or otherwise engaged.
But I always listened like a thief for news of the Black Pearl.
Also, Jack, nobody's buying you're a natural blonde. You look like Wolverine Papa Smurf. Touché. He's captured again, though. Yeah, he's April O'Neil. I'm convinced he's captured more than he roams free in these movies. And he's talked to by that guy the 90s always called, oh hey, that guy.
Also, isn't that Harry Potter's uncle? What 90s? What are you talking about?
Plays
George Augustus, Duke of...
90s always called, oh hey, that guy. He plays
George Augustus, Duke of Brunswick-Lundberg, Arch-Treasurer and Prince-Elector of the Holy Roman Empire, King of Great Britain and Ireland.
that.
Okay.
Who's interested in finding the fountain as well. But it looks like so is another familiar face.
Afternoon, sire.
Hey, who left their Jeffrey Rush in the milk too long? By the way, am I the only one who thinks these British voices are so silly it's gonna break out into a Monty Python sketch soon?
Be rewarded with the high station you so desire.
To serve doth suffice, sire.
I understand everything.
Now, offer him some spam! Jack, as usual, manages to get out. Okay, I'll give the film a point for swinging on a chandelier. I'm a sucker for that. And escapes into this strange cameo.
Is that it?
Asked everyone wondering, was that Judi Dench?
Yeah, that's Judi
Speaking
Dench.
of which, hi, I'm here to be wasted twice. In more ways than one.
I heard where you're headed. The fountain.
Keith Richards returns as Jack's dad, and he tells him he'll need 2 chalices for the fountain.
2 chalices. 2
Kind of interested in this movie.
from the Ponce de Leon ship.
I'm sure this in no way ties into a dramatic payoff and/or emotional twist. This film's gonna be full of surprises. Once again, though, Keith does get one solid line.
Have you been there?
Does his face look like it's been to the fountain of youth?
All right, that's not bad. Now get over here!
But it looks like someone is impersonating Jack, saying he needs a crew to find the fountain. And it turns out it's...
No, it's too stupid.
Indeed it is. It's his girlfriend, Angelica, played by Penelope Cruz, dressing like Jack and somehow fooling all these people.
Hello, Jack. You were the only pirate I thought I would pass for.
Jesus, how could you believe someone with eyeliner, long hair, and does everything with their palms up is a woman? You know what, maybe if they did that joke, I'd let it slide, but they didn't, so I'm not. This is stupid.
I was ready to take my vows. What were you doing in a Spanish convent anyway?
Mistook it for a brothel. Honest mistake.
The word nunnery does cause confusion in Elizabethan slang. Dang it! Why do we always corner people over trap doors in movies like this?
About the fountain, what do you know?
She reveals she's looking for the fountain as well, but he's knocked out before she can say more. Meanwhile, Gibbs is about to be hanged by Barbossa if he doesn't hand over the map.
You must lie in your bed the way you made it. What's happened to you?
You used to be so nice. He burns the map and says he committed it to memory, so he has to let him live.
All safe. In here.
Well, that is very clever. I refuse to believe anyone could remember the complicated insanity of a pirate sequel's plot points.
Show a leg, sailor!
Jack wakes up aboard Angelica's ship with a crew that's half zombie, half idiot.
What?
Pretty much how you'll feel after watching most of this.
Zombie fight. Blackbeard's doing.
Yep, this film loves its tell don't show, as they reveal they have a captured mercenary. The ship is captained by Blackbeard, Angelica may or may not be his daughter, and nobody sees the captain, so they don't know if he's really there.
I'll be right honoured to welcome you aboard our world-renowned vessel of infamy. It's been zombie fight. Makes them more compliant.
Maybe to his own daughter, who loves her dear papa with all her soul.
He got captured in the raid. Rest of the ship got killed.
It's a prophecy. Blackbeard will meet his death within a fortnight.
First mate, sticking her neck to some prisoner.
I just love an audiobook of the movie you're watching, don't you?
No.
Again, I could maybe get behind this if the humor was good, but while it's not god-awful, it's not funny either.
Really?
The only ones who occasionally get a giggle is the dopey crew. I think they picked really good actors to make these lines a lot funnier than they are.
You have been monstrously deceived. We are decepted then. Yes.
But bizarrely enough, one of the oddest mistakes seems to be in the casting. As Jack convinces the crew to mutiny, figuring Blackbeard isn't there, but then he reveals himself, played by Ian McShane.
Yeah.
Now, Ian McShane seems born to play Blackbeard.
Oh yeah, I would imagine so.
Appearance, the voice, I mean, just look at him. This should be right. But strangely, he seems miscast.
Chance to show the worth of your prayers. Pray he be delivered from evil.
I think it's his inflections. Every line sounds like a rehearsal take.
Would be that, first mate.
Mutiny, Captain.
Again.
Mutiny!
Aye.
Like, yeah, I'm half McShane right now, but when the camera rolls, it's gonna be full Deadwood, you know what I mean? But for whatever reason,
More
he never...
like, I'm getting more the weird Santa Claus from American Horror Story. I kind of feel it's just like that guy playing Blackbeard. It's weird.
gets there.
With the cold breath of fate I feel down my nape.
Yeah.
But I'll have one.
He's not like Jeffrey Rush. He doesn't even have a piratey voice. It's just some weird whatever. God, you know who played a good Blackbeard? The guy from Assassin's Creed, from Assassin's Creed 4.
One last fight.
He's off in a way that's not fun. It's just off. I can't even say he's really bad because bad would be something. He's just there.
Yeah.
A fitting last sight for a doomed soul.
We need him.
If I don't kill a man every now and then, they forget who I am. Coward!
I don't know. Compare him to the Passion of Barbossa or Davy Jones' weird or over-the-top performances that can be corny and odd, but also intimidating and memorable. This guy controls the ship with his sword, fires fire on his foes, shrinks ships down into bottles, and even makes voodoo dolls to control people. Yet his voice is like instant ADD. I am struggling to pay attention whenever he talks.
I get it.
Quartermaster sees things before they happen. He has foreseen my death, and so the fates have spoken.
I don't want to be too mean to him because I think he is a cool actor, and sure, these guys are a lot more over the top, but I think there's a difference between a subtle performance and a, oh, I apologize, I forgot you were there.
Your crew sees you for the miscreant you are!
But I guess he is leaving more of an impact than Bargain Bin Will Turner.
Yeah,
the missionary is basically the Will Turner role just toned down, which, if you remember how bland that role was, means he's basically non-existent. But he's trying, everyone's trying, there's just no life to this, no sense of passion. That is, unless the camera's on Barbossa.
Save sure of your staunch heart gives up. Forever leave it to the wider fields of fancy.
He really is the peanut butter cup in the trick-or-treat bag full of good and plenty.
Mermaids. Aye, mermaid waters, that's be our path.
But don't worry, none of them are black, so you can save your selective outrage.
Save yourselves!
That's a smart guy.
What the hell?
To hell with hot women killing me, I'm gonna drown myself instead! Has this world never seen Futurama?
Yeah, what the
Jack tries to negotiate with Angelica via dancing, which sounds fun, but is somehow even more boring than the regular exposition.
Where we shall bathe one another in equal shares of fame.
And I'll tell you the ritual of the fountain.
Maybe because the dancing is more waddling in place? Also, nobody seems to act on their emotions towards each other. Like, I don't believe for a second these two are in love. They just say they are.
You recall Saint Dominic?
I tried to kill you in Saint Dominique.
Either or.
Angelica says she legit wants a connection with her father, but you don't feel that between these two. You barely even see them together.
I want a father, Jack. I haven't had one.
Everything is described, not felt. It's like the difference between watching a porno and hearing an instructional guide on sex. Speaking of which.
I heard it said a kiss from a mermaid protects a sailor from drowning.
Don't be a fool. Mermaids are all female, son.
They're kinda like reverse Smurfs in that way.
Lord save me.
So the mermaids are one of the few things I legit remember.
I remember that, yeah.
I feel like killer versions of this creature have been done before, but they weren't really popular then, and you definitely didn't see them from Disney, so they are pretty cool. Also, I kind of love how they jump like flying fish from Super Mario Brothers. The missionary finds only one with big puppy dog eyes and stabs her. For God.
What?
And they bring her with because they need a mermaid tear for the fountain to work. Meanwhile, they let Jack lead the way, even though he's not entirely sure of his starting point.
Was that really necessary?
Lest you not know the exact whereabouts of my ship, I'd be a cautious man.
Doesn't look like you took him that far.
Yeah.
The kid spun and hitting a pinata would be more lost.
She cannot breathe.
She has water.
She needs air.
The missionary starts to form a bond with the mermaid as he's one of the few showing her mercy when she has trouble breathing. Doorstop. I hear Fox News uses their Bibles for that too. There's a confusing scene, imagine in these movies, where someone needs to jump off a cliff while everyone else goes another way. Angelica offers, but Blackbeard stops her. Again, nothing is shot like there's supposed to be any emotion behind it.
I'll go.
How much farther to the fountain?
Why was that even in the movie?
Yeah.
But don't worry, over-explaining what should be really simple, that we got covered. For example, Blackbeard could tell Jack, jump or I'll shoot her. But instead, you see if you follow this.
Get me 6 more pistols, remove the shot from all but 2, but do not tell me which. You get to choose, Mr. Sparrow.
What? Can these movies do anything simple? If somebody wanted to wear a hat, they'd be like, oh, take the hat, turn it upside down, cut 5 holes in it, shit in it for 3 hours, and never recite a voodoo curse. That's part 1. Jack does eventually jump and says he's going after the ship that has 2 chalices. Meanwhile, our gender swap of shape of water continues as the missionary helps the mermaid after her case breaks. Oh, look, she turns human when she's on land. Hold my beer. And yeah, you know you've been doing these movies too long when you start reciting plot exposition on your own.
You should really say
Silenzio Bruno.
Santiago, famously captained by Ponce de Leon. Oh, there's no one there.
it's like some bad movie.
He makes it to the ship, as well as Barbossa, and they discover the Spanish are searching for it too and have taken the chalices. Getting into bed with this corpse of a franchise.
Yeah.
He teams up with Barbossa's crew, including Gibbs, to try and get the chalices back, and while doing so, he reveals his plight.
What's your play, Jack?
There is a damsel.
You're rescuing a damsel?
If there's a damsel in this series that always needs to be rescued, Jack, it's you.
Yeah.
I may have had, briefly, mind you,
Feelings?
all right, feelings.
I think Bargain Bin Elizabeth in the next movie has to save him in that movie. I bet you. I've only seen it once, but I bet you she saves him too. And not only that, like, wow. See, I was right. This is worse than at World's End. Like, who the hell has been sitting there with a straight face and telling me that At World's End is bad? I'm just watching a review of this movie, and I don't even know what the hell's going on. At least I knew what was going on at World's End. This is what? What? The hell was that thing with the guns?
Damn you.
Oh yeah, these two have a ton of chemistry. The way they explain plot and... I don't know, can you think of anything else they did?
No.
That must be them right there.
They find the chalices and manage to sneakily get them away. But fear not, Barbossa's leg has another use.
What?
It's official. He is the best character in all the movies. He also reveals that it was Blackbeard who took the pearl and shrunk it down into a bottle, and he wants to get revenge by killing him.
That give me left arm for chance of Blackbeard.
Me left leg too. I could use some Jack Daniels in that one. Jack slips free and they take down the guards with... Why are soldiers so bad at fighting a rope? Do they need defense against lasso training or something? Jack regroups with Blackbeard to reach their destination, and while the entrance is a little cool, the fountain itself is pretty damn boring.
Well, what do you expect? I was
like the Amazon version of a public school fountain. Does it taste like lead paint as well? Barbossa and the Spanish also show up, but before they fight, Jack has a plan to let Barbossa and Blackbeard duke it out.
Let them fight each other, or we lay back, watch, have a drink, play some wagers.
Naturally would prefer Jack's idea, but why give the audience what they want now? The missionary gets stabbed, so the mermaid takes him to... They never say, and honestly, I don't think anyone's ever cared enough to ask. And Blackbeard gets stabbed by a poisoned sword with clumsy-ass Angelica stabbing her hand too. Alright, they explain this so simply. One chalice gives you life, the other takes it away. The one with the mermaid's tear gives you life, but if you don't drink it at the same time, you turn into a pumpkin and the monkey becomes gremlins and... Oh, screw it. You know it's so Jack can trick Blackbeard into betraying his daughter and picking the wrong one. My god, that flowed so naturally.
He chose
poorly.
So what does he do with the woman he said he had feelings for like no other?
And turn the out.
One pistol, one shot.
Love.
I know.
Barbossa takes Blackbeard's ship. Jack gives honestly an okay speech about why he didn't drink from the fountain.
Better to not know which moment may be your last. Every morsel of your entire being alive to the infinite mystery of it all.
Yeah, also just doing this movie's math on how to drink from it would probably kill you anyway. And we end on the most underwhelming note any of these movies have ever ended on.
It's a pirate's life for me. Savvy.
Oh, are we done? That ended more like a Seth Rogen comedy than a Pirates film. Whatever. We didn't film it like it was the last one, so it won't be the last one. Oh, but don't get too comfortable, Jack, because that voodoo doll that barely did anything in this makes an appearance in the end credits. Oh, what crazy possibilities are in store for... We never see it again. Why do you keep pretending these are planned out? And that was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Who the hell directed this movie?
Line. On Stranger Tides. Honestly, I think it could have been a lot stranger. I guess I can't say it's an awful movie because, in many respects, it doesn't try hard enough to be awful. I didn't like it World's End, but for all its faults, it did take risks. There was passion behind it. This one just leaves you with so little, especially in the memorable moments department. Nobody has any drive that comes across, with the exception of Rush, who's always entertaining as hell. It just feels like a Pirates sequel that exists just to be another Pirates sequel. I wasn't face-palming in pain watching it or anything, but is it better to get through a memorable disaster or stare blankly at nothing? I guess you can make the call on that, as Pirates Month is almost complete with one more film.
Oh.
So drink up, me hearties. It's a pirate's life for at least one more go.
Yeah.
I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Wow, that was so underwhelming. Like, I thought, again, I thought I was going to get some sort of excitement from this review, but apparently not. It was a pretty boring one, and I don't even know. Do you want me to still review this movie in the, I mean, I'll watch it. I mean, but yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you want me to watch the movie or what? I've never seen it, and I still got to see for myself. And not the whole thing has been. I don't even remember what the hell happened. I was that underwhelmed. And yeah, again, everybody in the comments, everybody was like, oh, defending, like saying the Outworld's End was so bad. This movie seemed a hell of a lot worse. A hell of a lot worse. But hey, I guess being disappointed is better than just seeing. I guess in people's minds, it's like I was really waiting for this movie. I was expecting it to be good. This one, I was not expecting anything out of it. So maybe I guess that's how people see it. But yeah, I like the next one that came out. But I only saw it once, so there's probably a reason for that. I mean, I remember having fun with it, but hey, I guess we'll see. Because I swear, though, the same guy who plays the missionary in the other movie is the same actor from the next one. But I swear to God, it's like Orlando Bloom is interchangeable. Everybody could replace him for some reason. They all look the same. It's like they made them at the same store they make the characters from boy bands at. But yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say about this one. So Pirates Month is almost finished, and I can't wait for the last one at least. At least that one left more of an impression on me. So please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And I'll see y'all in the next video.